All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on the current state of Esau, right? It's going to be a video on the current state of Esau, man, and how Yahweh warned them, man, through men in the Bible that the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, but when you're proud, right, you ain't going to listen. When you're proud and you're arrogant, you ain't going to listen, man. Like, in the recent boxing match that took place on the weekend, right? Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. He was all running his mouth, dancing on the stage, talking reckless, right? But when he was in the fight, at the end of the fight, after it finished, he didn't even do the pretend thing where you put your hand up like you think he won. He didn't even waste his time doing that because he already knew he got smashed all over the place, man. Right? He didn't even bother pretending. His pride got drained out. And Edomite's pride is being drained out now. That you still got them on the comment board trying to come with their they're entering diversity, 13% and all these comments. But when they're in their real life and they have to look at the walls of their house to realize they're fruit. When they leave out of the house and they go around Israelites some of the time, because that's one of the things that Esau does, in my opinion, and I can't prove this, but Esau likes to try and prove his life compared to Israelites, man, all the time, right? And that's why these Edomites have these weird looks on their face when you see them, because they've just finished probably being racist online, and they're questioning whether you know that, whether it was them, or does he know that go back to Africa 25 on YouTube, or because he's looking at me a bit strange. Does he know it's me? Like, they're weirdos, man. But anyway, right? Anyway, this is Job chapter 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, right? The joy of the hypocrite is only for a moment, man. Like, being able to accuse people of being violent while being more violent yourself, that don't last forever, because eventually people will start looking at your violence, calling people lazy, saying that they're always blaming the system, blaming the so-called white man, when you're a hypocrite. But then as soon as you start catching hell, and now you're blaming them same people, you're a hypocrite. If it was wrong for so-called black people to complain and cry that the system's just ruining their life, right, and that it's unfair, well then you Edomites shouldn't be complaining now that that same system's taking yours away. Because what you Edomites was happy for the system to do is to take away the portion of the Israelite man, the Israelite woman, the Israelite child, and give it onto you poorer Edomites and so-called middle class Edomites, right? And then they also get a portion of it themselves. But now that these Edomites at the elite level are deciding, you know what, we want an even bigger portion, now they're taking away from the portion of the Edomite man, woman, and child. Whereas the portion of the Israelites, man, woman, and child, is also being taken away, and the portion of all these other different nations is being taken away as well. But because the Israelites have been in that low portion state for a long time, pretty much ever since they came over to America, right, and to all the other places that they're scattered in the world, they've been able to dwell in that mess. That's their almost became like it's their natural habitat. They can dwell there now. They can handle that. They can handle adversity. Right? They've been handling adversity ever since they became a nation. They went through 400 years of captivity in Egypt, right? They've been through a hell of a lot. They've been catching hell, man. Adversity and the curses have pretty much been our natural state for a long time, man. But you Edomites are new to this situation, man. You all are new here. This ain't adversity is not your neighborhood, man, but it's gonna become your neighborhood real soon. Because all of you Edomites are crying about, oh man, the world just ain't fair. The people are stealing me. Man. It's hard out here. I don't understand how people are feeding themselves off of blood. Mate, y'all are still complaining with a bigger portion than us. It's so hard to live, get paid my daily this and that off of 6 figures salary. Mate, what are you on about? Jake's feeding themselves off a 5-figure salary. And not even a high 5-figure salary, man. And y'all are complaining because your car payment might be too high. I don't know how y'all are paying this and paying that. I went to Whole Foods and and it was just doing. Mate, get over yourself. The same way you told everyone else to get over themselves, man. Don't say any. Don't make any complaints and only blame yourself like you told black people to do. All the African Americans in America, you told them get over themselves. You're blaming the white man. Nah, nah, nah. You're blaming the white man now yourself, or you're blaming a black man, or you're blaming an immigrant. Don't blame anyone. Only you blame yourself. Yeah, because if it was wrong for them, for these people to blame themselves when they was complaining, right? Then it's wrong for you to make them complain now. And there's plenty of people in this world that we're actually starting to find out, like some of these little waste man YouTubers, right? You got this guy Sneeko. He played that Kanye West song, right? And now all of his friends threw him under the bus, and he's realizing that certain things that he wanted to be able to do, which some of that's probably staged anyway, man. But he can't trust nothing with these idiots. But he's complaining. But this would be the same guy saying that black people complain about this and about that when Tariq Nasheed parred him off and parred off that little waste man Sudanese batty boy Myron Gaines as well, man. And told them both about themselves. And Tommy Sotomayor was there as well, saying that there's black Jews, and they was trying to deny, no, they ain't, no, they ain't. But them guys are not even intelligent enough to know what they were talking. Like when it comes to that whole who the Israelites are thing, guys like that should really shut their mouth because they don't know what they're talking about, man. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know, and guys like that are gonna be shown to be sellouts as well, man. To their own people, because I don't believe that Myron Gaines dude is an Israelite man anymore. I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that no more, man. Have you seen him dance? Dance is like a real Hamite, bro. Anyway, verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. And this is the thing, Esau's out here trying to make robots to do work, yeah? While as the citizens of the country are losing jobs. So he'd rather make things be made faster so that he can save money. But here's the thing though. When whatever the robot makes, who's that going to be made for then? Because it's not obviously them products obviously ain't going to be made for the people that are losing their jobs. So who's it being made for? Only the wealthy and the rich. They ain't planning, and that's why it's funny when you low level Edomite bums try and get on your high horse and talk. You be on YouTube running your mouth. Go on, you find a video where there's anyone with brown skin doing anything wrong, and you start trying to say, haha, see, diversity is our greatest thing. You start spewing all this racism, right? But your own people don't want you around them. Your own people don't even want you around because you're as disgusting to them as you think that brown skin people are to you. You're like an N-word to them, even though you're the same race, man. They don't like you. Y'all are a joke to them. Y'all had all this advantage, right? And still can't pull nothing out of there. Y'all get in this world multiple chances, way more than an Israelite man gets in this world, and y'all are still complaining and crying, man. Y'all don't have to deal with people trying to look at you sideways because of your skin color when you work in these so-called Western countries. Y'all don't have to deal with that. And you always wanted to just get by off the idea that you're a so-called white man. But what does that mean? Because the Israelites done away with that. You're not white, you're an Edomite. And your skin's not white either, it's red and pink. So that's been done away with, mate. But y'all are gonna find out anyway, man. Like y'all have been complaining and crying recently, but it's not even over yet. It's not even close to what's getting ready to happen to your whole world, man. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 19, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's one of the funny things as well, because y'all are all trying to aim y'all hatred towards us. It's going to be you Edomites going against each other mainly, man. Now, of course, Jacob's trouble's coming, and we understand that we've got a hell of a lot of hell to go through, but the main thing that's going to happen in this whole, in the future of prophecy, is that the Edomite that has access to the worst weapons on the earth, the most powerful weapons on the earth, is going to turn against the other Edomite that has the worst weapons on the earth, because Yahweh is going to input it in their mind that they do not want you to have the society that you want, and he's going to put it in the other side's mind, and they don't want you to have the society that you want. So you're going to have to do whatever it takes to get them out of there. And it's going to put it on the other side, yeah, and you have to do whatever it takes to get them out of there. And you better do it before they do it to you, because you know that if you don't do it, like, that's how Esau thinks. If I don't do it first, then they're gonna do it to me. So I have to oppress them. I have to blow them away, because if I don't, then they're gonna do it to me. So I have to do it. I have to get them first before they get me. That's how they think. That's how evil their evil mind works, man. Oh, that piece of land there belongs to this group of people. If I don't steal that land from them, then another nation might steal it. So I may as well be the one to steal it. Not that nobody should steal from anybody. No, I better steal it first, because if I don't steal it, then somebody else is going to steal it, and I'm just going to end up losing out anyway. But it's going to be stolen regardless, so I may as well be the one to steal it. Yet they want to try and play world police all over the world, but they don't use their world police status that they want to try and push on everybody to try and stop anybody from stealing. They don't use it to do what the Bible says, to judge among the nations and to rebuke many people in terms of acting out righteous judgment. No, they want to be the one. Okay, this country's trying to steal from this country. You know what? I'm going to stop them from stealing from them so that I can steal it instead. That's how Esau does, right? Or once they've stole it, I'm going to steal from them and then pretend like I never did nothing. I'm going to go to these people's country where there's clearly millions of people there, and I'm going to say I discovered this country, and I'm going to take it from them. But on a lower scale, imagine somebody knocking on your front door, seeing you living in your house, and saying oh wow, I've discovered a new house. And then because they want to steal your house, they like the look of your TV, they call you a savage and slaughter you and steal your house. Just imagine that, because that's what happened for America to be taken. Oh, because I want to steal something from you, I'm going to say you're a savage so I can steal it, because you don't live the same way as me. But then Americans are savages themselves. Look how Americans are living right now. Men are chopping off their male genitalia to try and smashing it around, mutilating it, ripping it open, tucking it inside, tucking it outside, turning this bit in this way, turning that bit in that way, move it a little to the left, a little to the right, a little north, a little south, turn it in, fold it in, flam it out, blim, blam, blim, blam, smash it with a hammer, cut it open this way, cut it open that way. Okay, let's call that a vagina now. Let's call it a vagina. Let's not call it a mangled, destroyed and mutilated penis, which is what it is. Let's pretend it's a vagina, right? But imagine if I took my fist and smashed it against someone's eye, and then I called it a nose. Is it a nose now, right? If I grab someone's lips, twisted them round, pressed them together, right, and I said that's a nose, and I put 2 holes in there and said, oh, those are the nostrils, is that a nose now? Did they breathe through it now? No. It's off. But that's what you Edomites do. And you claim Christian all the while you're doing this, man. But there ain't nothing Christian about you. There ain't nothing Christian about you. Y'all can't even overcome eating pork. That's how low level you are, man. You can't even overcome yet not eating pork and just having a beard on your face. Y'all can't even overcome it. And some of y'all only put a beard on your face so that Israelites don't say, why haven't you got a beard on your face? That's the only reason that waste man Malone's got one on his face. And really, he wishes he was like the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. He wishes he was like the Israelites, man. They gave his life meaning. He probably can't even remember what he used to do before that he ever knew what Israelites were, man. The clown. Psalm chapter 50 and verse 16, but unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind me? behind it. What's the point of all you Edomites claiming to be Christians when anytime the principles of the Bible come out, you always throw it behind you? Oh, thou shalt not steal. Oh, but they're savages. They shouldn't be able to have all of that kind of oil. Oh, they can't have that oil because the oil shouldn't be given into the hands of the wicked. So why have you got oil then? You're wicked as well. Why have you got anything that's wealthy then when you're wicked? Because like the isn't it funny in this world, right? This is one thing I'm starting to notice, man. It's funny in this world, Nobody wants to be the bad guy, right? Nobody wants to accept that they're the bad guy. Esau, even though he's as wicked as he is, he always still tries to frame it as though I'm a good person. I'm a good person, even though it might seem like the things I'm doing are bad. It's for a means and an end. I've got a righteous end in what I want to do with all of this bad stuff I'm doing. No, you're just wicked. You're not righteous. You're just an evil, sick in the head demon. Right? You're not righteous. You're the bad guys of the story on earth. But they don't want to admit that. They want to try and make it be like they're a good guy. Oh, I'm bad, but other people are way worse. Oh, I'm special and I'm more moral than everybody. But then when I do something wrong, but everyone does. I heard one of the elders say that, and it's very true that they do that. Oh, I'm special. I'm way higher IQ than everybody else. Gets caught doing something wrong. Oh, but everyone does everything over times of history. Or all people have did things in the times of history. Okay, so everyone in history, right? People have been going into slavery and captivity since the beginning of man. This is one of the things I like to say, right? Okay, then. So then when you go through slavery in the future, which is prophesied in the Bible, why are you acting stunned? Because after you're in that slavery and that captivity for centuries, which you're going to be, right? Whether you like it or not, there's nothing you can do about it. And all the things that you're trying to do to not make yourself go for it is going to be exactly the things that's going to make you go for it. So that's the situation you're in. Everything you're doing to try and break free from the chains is making the chains tighter around you, right? Spiritual quicksand, man. Every move you make is to make you go in exactly where you're destined to go. Even though it might seem like you're winning at the time, the end result is going to be the heaviest loss of all time. There's not going to be a bigger loss than this. There ain't going to be a bigger downfall than the one that you Edomites are about to experience, man. And y'all are crying now. Y'all ain't even seen what the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, has got planned for y'all, man. Because even still, as they complain, right, the people that are oppressing them right now are their own people. It's not like when they look up and they look around and see who's causing them problems, that it's the Chinese doing it, that it's the Ishmaelites doing it, the Moabites. It's not Moab doing it. It's not Ammon doing it. It's not Ishmael doing it. It's not the Hamites. It's not the Israelites, right? It's not Japhet, the Japhetic nations, right? It's their own people. But when you look up and you see that the person oppressing you is of another nation, that adds a layer of torment to it. And you Edomites have not even begun to see that yet, man. You've still got a voice that can be heard in this world, man. But wait till that gets taken away from you. You can still go to a restaurant. You can still go places. You can still go and travel and all of this, right? You can still have your YouTube channel. Hey, guys, welcome to Athletic Fitness or whatever y'all want to say. You can still go around the world, go on holidays and all of this. Just wait till that gets taken from you. You can still tell people what to do. You can still go on the news, make the news stories, frame deceit and deception and play the narrative the way you want it to be heard. Just wait till that gets taken from you. Wait till all the things that you enjoy now get taken from you and you can't do none of it. Wait till you can't even complain because you understand that everything that you're going through is justified, not only because of your past crimes, but because of all the wickedness that you did during Jacob's trouble to try and escape the situation that you're going to find yourself in at that time. Because after Jacob's trouble has came to pass, it's going to be known for certain, man, these people deserve every single thing that's happening to them right now. The amount of brutality that these Edomites are going to put on us, the children of Israel, man. We're going to see the mask of Esau, the nice guy mask, completely removed, right? And we're going to see exactly who these people are, man. We're going to see exactly who they are. Forget all the facade of I'm English, I'm American. That's going to be removed, and they're going to show exactly who they are. They might even accept that they're an Edomite in Jacob's trouble. They might actually even, you might actually hear an Edomite say to you, yeah, I am an Edomite, and what, you fucking Israelite bastard. And they might try to get it popping right there, man. You don't know what's going to happen. Because doesn't it say in Revelation 12:12, rejoice ye heavens, and you that dwell in, for the devil has come down into having great wrath, because you know that you have but a short time. Eventually, they're going to have no choice but to accept, you know what, we are Edomites, so what? And yeah, you are the Israelites, but now what then? Yeah, and y'all stole the birthright, so we are going to try and get it. This is our way of trying to get it back. What do you want to do? Yeah, we're trying to set up and you know what I mean, an order. What y'all going to do about it? That's how they're going to start coming with it, man. That's how they're going to start coming with it. Verse 21. In fact, verse 20. Thou citizen speakers against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. And that's talking about how these Edomites are always trying to throw us under the bus. They always got something to say about us, man. This whole world's always got something to say about us. But they blame it on a black man trick. They blame it on a Mexican trick. They blame it on a border control. Oh, the Mexicans are coming over the border. That's why everything's going on like this. Oh, black man in our inner cities are doing a gun crime and a knife crime. That's why I can't do this. Because if it wasn't for a black man doing this, then I wouldn't be able to do that. But when a black man blames you, then you tell him that he's just playing a victim card and playing a race card. So are you Edomites now playing a race card? If no one should play a race card, then you shouldn't complain and say that the white man's the most afflicted person in this world right now, because that's a race card, right? So if the race card was ever bad to play, and you're so high level above everyone else, you shouldn't do no, if you can't beat them, join them kind of tactics. You should lift up your, that's what I'll say, right? Lift up your bootstraps and all that and get on with it, mate. Keep calm and carry on and all that. You shouldn't start trying to do the same thing that you said that other people are wrong for doing. Because you're supposed to be high IQ and better than them, right? But y'all are the biggest crybabies ever. And in all of your affliction, you don't ever think, none of y'all Edomites have ever thought, you know what? Since y'all try and go on like you're the chosen, y'all haven't ever thought, you know what? Maybe this is happening to us because of Deuteronomy 28, you know? Because we think we're the God's children, right? We always talk all this Christian stuff, so maybe we're really the Israelite. None of y'all have ever said that about yourself, because you know you're not the Edomite. You know you're not the Israelites, excuse me. But none of y'all have ever said that. Try and frame it from that way. This is happening to us because we're wicked and God's punishing us for our wicked society. Y'all ain't ever really came to the conclusion of that. You want to try and pretend like you're good people. But then the problem with that is that the Bible's got actual laws that you can read. And all we have to do is go law by law, and we'll see that you're not doing them. When it says, right, thou shalt not steal, you're stealing all the time. When it says you shouldn't bear false witness, the current Mr. 47, he's lying all the time, bearing false witness on everything, man. He's getting caught in real time lying. Like, all y'all ever get taught doing is lying, man. But if someone's really supposed to rule, they don't need to lie. They just rule, man. I think that's enough on you, this crybaby nation, man. This nation of crybabies. In fact, let me read a prophecy on these Edomites, man. Because they're really walking around like, man, we ain't gonna have to go through nothing. Yeah, you are. You are gonna have to go through something. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in team? And where's your wisdom, man, to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, man? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Why aren't you smarty pants Edomites just pulling yourself together, man? Okay, the world's changing and AI and all. Okay, but y'all are meant to be the smartest ones, y'all trying to claim. So why don't y'all update yourself and advance with the world then? That's going moving around you. Why aren't y'all able to keep up with it? Why not? Exactly. Because you're dumb, man. right? You're dumb. Like, man, if every single person that's a Hebrew Israelite right now, yeah, every single one, if we had those unfair advantages and it was in a world where we're ruling, we'd be way higher than what you average Edomites are right now, man. Way higher. If it was a world where we just get hired because if we are part of a certain race, and even if there's a person that's of another race, they don't get the job and we get it, we'd be way higher than y'all. We'd have own properties and all kind of stuff, man. We'd be doing way better than you Edomites are, because certain Jakes are doing better than you Edomites now, and they're in a world that's not fair for them. Verse 8, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring calamity upon Esau, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I visit him, and y'all are being visited now, man. But it's going to get worse. If grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If feast by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. Y'all are going to lose the ability to do anything that you can do now. Any of the so-called, all that freedoms that y'all like to try and complain about. Instead of running your mouth worrying about what black people are doing right now, you should just be enjoying the freedoms, because there's going to come a time where all the things that you enjoy now, you can't do none of them. That's what y'all don't seem to understand. There's going to come a time where every single thing that you enjoy right now, all of it, you can't do none of it, man. Anything that makes you happy right now, the time's going to come that you can't do none of it. And that's even really what's being planned for the most part from your own people. Never mind what happens in the kingdom of heaven. Right now, your own people that are ruling over you are planning it to where you own zilch and shut your mouths about it, man. You don't own one thing and shut your mouth. Oh, I don't own this. I don't own that. Shut your mouth about it and smile, man. That's what they're setting up for you now. And y'all want to try and cry and complain about what some black person's doing. Here it is, your own people are destroying the financial system of your world, right? Everything's going down, but then the prices are going up, and y'all are talking about black people. Like, how dumb can you be? The black people have never affected the prices of your items that you buy for your groceries. They ain't never affected that. And it's never really been them that's affected the price of anything in your world that you've ever had. They've been blamed for it, but they wasn't really affecting the price though. You've always threw them under the bus and used them as a scapegoat, but it was never them. Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places. And one of the uncoverings is that y'all Edomites are dumb. You're not smart, you're not no high IQ'd and all this stuff that you're trying to come with. You're actually dumb. You're not, and all this let's just say that you were high IQ'd. Let's just pretend that you are smarter than everyone else. Why is your society so disruptive then and so disgusting? Among you, let's just say everyone else is a complete heathen savage. Let's just accept that for a second and pretend like that's the truth. It's not, but either way. But let's pretend it's true. Okay, why is it around where you Edomites are then? It's not just a complete utopia and peace among men. Why is it that the Israelites and that all these other people are not going to the Edomites, right? Because they're wise and understanding people, like it says in Deuteronomy 4. Why is it that the most warmongering people are you? Why is it that you have to even use war? If you're so smart, right? Why do you even have to use war to get your point across? And then y'all might say, oh, because everybody else is savages. Okay, but why do you have to use war against each other? If you're both a high IQ nation, it doesn't matter if it's a different tribe. You should all be a high IQ and be able to sort it out without violence, shouldn't you? If you're so smart. But that's not what we see among you, is it? We see the most violence among you, yet people try and frame it as something else. When you're violent and unaliving people, oh, that's war. Or that's a police officer doing his duty as a law enforcement. You've always got some other word and some other way to try and mask what it actually is. Verse 11, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me, because there's going to be a whole bunch of people from the nation of Edom that are going to survive what comes for the nation of Edom, but they're going to be brought under the kingdom of the Israelites, man. Not to be saved, by the way. To go through the same thing what you Edomites would do. If you had a nation's people to work for you, you would make them work for you, right? Well, we're going to do that in our kingdom, man. And it's going to be backed spiritually by Yahweh Shai. Verse 12, for thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall go altogether unpunished. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So thinking that you're not going to go through this does not mean anything. You're going to go through it, man. Verse 13, for I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Bozrah shall become a desolation. Now, this is spiritually talking about America. A reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. America is going to be destroyed, and it's going to be destroyed by your own selves, man. When you find yourselves in the situation where you've lost everything, that initial first point, you're going to know it was done by your own hands, man. And your own greed and selfishness and wickedness and evil and your fake, false wisdom is what led you to this point. And you're not going to be able to handle it, man. You're not going to be able to handle knowing that you destroyed yourselves. Shalom to the nation of Israel.